A fisherman just wanted to catch fish, but hauled in a strange creature. A terrifying roar came from the net. Experienced fishermen knew something was wrong. If it were just a big fish, it would not have broken free. The fishermen did not yet realize the gravity of the situation, thinking they had merely caught a strange, deep-sea creature. They did not know it yet, but a war between land and sea had quietly begun. A few days later, the British military bought the creature's body from the fishermen. In myths, such beings were called sea demons, but the general preferred a scientific name, aquatics. On the creature's neck, biologists found a pearl. They thought it was like an ID card holding biological data, but with current technology, they could only detect calcium carbonate. Soldiers put the pearl back under orders. Knowing an underwater civilization existed, they could not act carelessly. Luckily, a clerk felt uneasy seeing the aquatic hanging there. With little authority, he could only whisper a prayer. The general decided Britain would be the first to contact the sea civilization. A translation system had been developed based on the aquatic's vocal organs. It could manage simple phrases.
I think they heard that.
What was that, sir?
A translation pulse. We said hello.
Though the sea was calm, the message had surely been received. All they could do was wait. But late that night, danger approached the warehouse holding the body. On watch were Sergeant Morgan and Private Delara. They thought guarding it would be easy. They never expected an attack from below.
Whoa.
Morgan stepped away and noticed the ground was damp. Before they could react, Delara sank into soft earth when reaching for the radio. Morgan tried to pull him out, but failed. He called for backup.
Jesus!
The invading aquatics did not stop them. Their goal was done. Since humans killed one of theirs, taking 2 lives seemed fair. Soldiers rushed to the scene, but apart from the missing body and soldiers, the room was silent. Buckley noticed a bulge in the wall and pulled. It was a chair. The general called the soldiers' names over the radio. He heard static from beneath his feet. Kneeling, he called again and knew they were gone.
What's that?
Biologists said aquatics existed before humans when Earth was covered in water. They slept. Land rose. Humans evolved. Now aquatics had awakened. They would compete with humans for space. No one wanted war. Peace was needed. The Unified Intelligence Task Force was involved. UNIT usually dealt with aliens. This was close enough. Buckley was a clerk put here by mistake. Now he was in too deep. To the general, he might be useful.
I suspect is how history is made. One great big chain of mistakes.
Buckley had once seen the doctor. He knew the world held secrets, but he wished he were ordinary. Before they could talk more, an alarm sounded. Technicians found an unknown life formed by the shore. It was an aquatic envoy. The general was tense, but if they were talking, not fighting, peace might be possible. A tech team translated his words into aquatic language. The system was not perfect. He was told to keep it short. Negotiations began. The envoy's message was simple. Humans killed their kin. They retaliated. The general wanted justice, but knew the bigger picture mattered. He asked for a truce. The envoy agreed. He suggested cultural exchanges. The envoy agreed again. Just as everyone relaxed, the envoy spoke once more.
But
It wanted to talk to all land life, not just humans. Technicians thought it was a translation mistake. Humans could speak for all creatures. The general was about to agree. But the envoy understood weak nations have no voice in diplomacy. Only by showing strength could talks be equal. And these talks did not need human permission, because they were already happening.